Hi guys, and welcome to the Rainbow Six Replays YouTube channel. Today we want to present the video highlights of the match between Team MIBR and Team Liquid during the Brazil League 2024. Stage 2, don't forget to subscribe and put a like. Enjoy.
Failing to register a single point against the now, once again, first overall E1 Sports means a victory in regulation will move W7
from W7M as they challenge every little angle on the hatch. Thoughts, is he not watching the right angle? No, he isn't. Loses to Astro, and so that man count does get equalized.
Are you ready for W7M to get fluxed upon? Well, you've got to wait 40 seconds at least for this round, and then you've got to wait at least 7 rounds to see who ends up winning. But a good start for Fluxo after they'd lost Hashi early on. A good recovery has emerged, and Astro in particular is collecting all of these kills. Astro dies for his trouble, and now Loban has to head back to the bomb site to assist Volps, as there are only 2 players remaining for W7M. Volps is doing his best to try and stop this plant from going down, and there's the wraparound. No, Luke in there with the coverage, but it's all of a sudden Loban to the rescue, and you see him.
W7M really need Loban to be performing in these games. He was positive both matches last week. It allowed W7M to win both of them, but that came after he was negative through all 4 of their first games. Games 1 through 4, he couldn't find a positive KD.
So you are free and clear to chuck those throwables in as deep as you would like. You've also got some good guns on your side. Great patience there from Volps as Astro gets
their opening pick. Something Fluxo will have to watch out for later. There's a guy here inside of office that they need to clear out. It's the Malusi of Loban, taken down. The star player from round number 1, eliminated by Hashi. Great clear, utilizing that Deimos. Not the gadget per se, but still with that information, was able to walk forward and get that kill with the primary weapon. That's going to be just as good. Now they can use that Deimos track to hunt down Volps instead. They see him on the library stairs. This is not a surprise position. You're always going to have a defender somewhere over here. And with a million flashbangs and frag grenades, the question is, can they finally move him out of this position?
Nitro Cell lined up through those kill holes. I don't know who the target is. Fluxo playing this one really slow. Need to commandeer library. They will find that it appears empty. This is really slow for Fluxo. I am starting to worry that they are stalling out, Jesse, and they shouldn't be. It's a 4v3. Yes, the Nook is injured, but you should have everything working in your advantage. First point of contact is going to be Dots. Shotgun in hand, flattens one. Oh my, loses the plot against Astro. Volps will now head for the hills upstairs in hopes of derailing this plant, but you must know W7M will be watching this hatch like a hawk. Volps might have misplayed that, and I think he is understanding the severity of this position he finds himself in. Down he goes, and he's hunted by Deimos. We talk about how these death marks are used, and boy, oh boy, is it oppressive to have your position revealed over and over again. Just to the Deimos, but Hashi is obviously communicating that to the rest of the team. And as Volps is antagonized from above, the death mark flies away. They'll send Astro up to collect the kill. All they need to do is waste time as Volps needs to get to the diffuser. He picks off Lukid, but you're a little bit too late there, son. Nice gunplay. He can get them all, but he won't get the round. Astro stays alive.
Little did I know, if the shotgun can only take down 1 player, apparently. He didn't have the time to shoot a second bullet when there were so many players in his face. There's the Nook, who despite being only 5 HP, was able to take down that kill and get their way into the site. I was very nervous then when Astro had to plant with only 5 HP, but Volps on the top floor didn't have any intel.
Far you can bring that Ash with you. We often see Ram in position on this map. And Mitrix dies early, so the Ash experiment lasts 45 seconds, and Fluxo finds themselves down by 1 again.
W7M now trying to lock down this top floor. Can somebody know? Through the soft wall, Dots taking heavy fire. Feels like he's all alone. Where's the trade? Where's the help? He's got none of it currently up in the bomb site. A lot of control already taken by Fluxo. They are firmly in control of Solar. Loban is down below, though, and you saw the impact that he was able to have from downstairs. Sorry, Volps down below. Will rotate up the library stairs now. Loban goes down into the...
Early on, He finds himself in the very same predicament this time, but he doesn't have to worry about any vertical play. This will be a linear attack from Fluxo. They'll have to get it done without Hashi. So a 2v2 with 30 seconds left. Fluxo's advance now, spread out, but coming from Solarium and from Bathroom. Volps will have a shotgun ready for whoever is unlucky enough to take that engagement. Dota is far enough back. Will eliminate Astro, and now it's Luca to make an awful racket inside a bedroom. Caliber destruction to tear through the wall, but the clock is running out. The Lion of Lucid must roar, but Volps is on the ground with a shotgun, and he plays that one so well. No doubt about it. W7M.
Sorry about that. A lot of time wasted from Fluxo in that round.
What are you apologizing for? It didn't sound like you did anything.
They haven't cleared the top floor, though. This is an entry from Astro. Just walks in. No smokes, no cover, no trades. Dies to dash. There's one more person on the breach. Defuse kit, don't forget, is all the way back towards Wine. Perhaps a distraction as they try to get the kit in, but Hashi's taking a lot of damage, makes the way into sight regardless, and now Plant's going down. They've done exactly what they needed to
a better position. Hashi will get Diffuser down, and immediately Lucid turns away from the hatch, loses the battle inside of blue, and the retake will come in. Doesn't really work all that well immediately. Hashi's been dropped. Loban as well on the ground. That leaves Dash in a 1v2. Not only to get these kills, but to also get onto the Diffuser. And he botches the gunplay on the Raps.
Of players on W7M who were all focused towards the snowmobile breach, thinking, okay, this is where they're pushing. We've already stopped the spearhead of this push. Little did they know Hashi and Lucid were quickly running in through Wine. They got two huge picks that enabled that defuse kit to then go down from Hashi. I love
so credit to them for being able to pull that off. It was admittedly against Black Dragons, which is the team that is in dead last with just a single point. So not a huge accomplishment.
Another opening death that was maybe ill-advised from Astro. Back-to-back rounds now where it's been a little questionable how he's gone about that. Mitrix actually running his way through the basement. His teammate of Lucid will go down at the flank from Loban eventually materializes. A very odd push from Fluxo where they've completely ignored the top floor. They entered kitchen, they enter the basement, and now they're looking to get into the site. The problem is anywhere where they go for a plant, even if they can kill these two anchors that are inside the site, should be able to get denied from above. So they put themselves into an awkward spot. Hashi's hitting the shots, but Parker, I'm not sure that it's going to matter.
It's a worrying sign for Fluxo, and I can hear your heart breaking all the way over here in Toronto as your favorite team loses player after player. Deathmark's been tossed out by Hashi, so now they have information on Volps. They see Loban as well inside of Dining, so they know his position, but Hashi's finished off, vanquished by Dash. Both recruits on the board at the same time, but it's the Sentry of Dash to do more damage. Loban collecting Mitrix, who lived quite long. We'll leave Raps with 11 HP, and he finds the Frost of Loban looking the wrong way. I don't think they were expecting such a late push. He doesn't have the Diffuser, and he doesn't have much hope. He certainly doesn't have much time. And the last two players from W7M just need to not give themselves away. There's no way he wins this, right? No. Okay. Oh, my. Map. In this region. That is not the exact start that Raps wanted, by the way, as he vaults into a frost mat. He can pick himself back up. Mitrix cannot, though. He's down for the count. Hashi with the very first kill for Fluxo. But it's a retreat from W7M towards the bomb site, or at least they tried. Dash is pulverized by Raps. He was down and will bleed along the floor as he stumbles his way towards his job as a thermite. But yeah, Chalet, 64 plays. It is actually attacker favored. So Fluxo, in theory, should win this half 4-2. The fact that it could be a 4-2 half for W7M does not inspire me with much confidence for Fluxo moving forward, but we have seen maps go completely backwards. Who knows?
Volps is going to get a kill here. They have no idea he exists. It's a matter of how many, not if he does, unless he baits the entire round away. But I can't imagine that's going to be his game plan here. He's going to make his moves. He's the guy in bathroom, pushes up, and that's the first one for free. Takes down Lucid. That's an important one, but the defuse kit is in the sight, so he's got to act fast here. His teammates starting to fall. Volps and Dodez now are the last two alive. Can they stop this plant? They're not actually in the sight. Great shot from Dodez. It's just Astro who got off. They've got smokes, and here comes the Lion Charge for the execute.
And the blitz is on in. Bullets bouncing around. First point of defense is Mitrix, who won't get a single kill in this round either. All the while this is happening, Volps is tasked with getting the diffuser down. The lockout from W7M looks mighty good. Only 2 remain for Fluxo. W7M breaching in a hurry. Dash dies to Astro. Astro with his 2nd kill. He's got both of them so far for the team. He has not given up control upstairs. That's crucial. Twitch drone harassing Lukid in this position inside a lobby. Down he goes to Dots. Dots and Dash have struggled to get onto the board. The Blitz losing out on the duel against Astro, who's at 30 HP. Again antagonized by that Twitch drone. Finished off by the man of the...
or not, but in any case, it did wonders in that game, starting off that push, getting control of the bomb site, and then setting up the rest of the team to just watch for the crosses and catch those players as they came back to site.
Really terrific blitz play. What do you think it is with the little Monty that we have seen as of late? W7M are not stalling out right now. In fact, they're doing the opposite. They're making sure that every single thing before they push into the site will work in their favor. Volps with the very first kill, sitting on 69 HP. Nice. We'll eliminate Astro, and that's the smoke down, Jesse. No toxic gas for the final minute of this defense. That is going to be rough for Fluxo.
Yeah, super impactful, and they're looking to go for this push sooner rather than later. Dots is in position. The clash, can they do anything about it? Again, the coverage from outside the breach is really good. Even catching the C4 just barely does Volps. The next C4 will not connect either. It doesn't get far enough, so that'll be a successful plant. And with someone outside the breach, it's going to be very difficult for Fluxo to make this round happen. They will clean up Dots. That's not going to be good enough, though. They've got a retake up above. It's being washed heavily by Dash, who, of course, has those track stingers. Just an impossible task. They pull off of it instead. Swinging the breach. Hello. Hashi finds the head of Volp, but it gets traded out by the Habana. Wrapped with the shotgun. Will get the trade again. Dots goes down. Do they not know he's pushing up above? All of a sudden, Dash is in a tough position, but he gets all of them. The disable the whole time was going down. I don't know.
Mom flaming somebody at an event, that'd be something I would pay to watch.
No kidding. Wow, that
Dash almost won that one. If it wasn't for Mitrix in that position, he would have ended up winning it. And with the way that the disable was going down, it wasn't. We'll have to wait and see if the Kaid is able to do just that. Through the soft wall, Lobin dies to Hashi. Fluxo on the board first. W7M are 1 round away from securing a single point, which is big in their hunt for 3rd place, which right now is held by FaZe Clan. All the while, Dots is getting the diffuser down, but he's lost a couple teammates in the process. He's finished off by Mitrix, who gets his first kill, and it's hugely impactful. Volps and Dash will now need to get the job done as Hashi is positioned in a different way. Lukid dies to Dash, and there's also Hashi on the ground. W7M could easily win this one. Mitrix and Astro are last 2 remaining. Volps a triple kill. It's all up to Astro, who gets a kill onto Dash from the window. Volps finishes him off, though, a quad kill.
It felt like they were always in the scopes of Volps or even the player on the window, despite the fact they had a man advantage, and despite the fact that they had downed the planter. There was no reason for them to challenge any farther than that. They could have simply waited for Volps to pick up that defuse kit and go for the plant, but instead, every single person on Fluxo decided, why don't I push up a little? They don't have a blitz this time, and there is a clash on the field inside of the basement. Mitrix on an adventure at the moment. Meanwhile, there's fights going on inside the site, Parker. I think they're starting to try to get this execute going.
They are, but Fluxo comes out ahead in the immediate fight. Numbers go back to even as the smoke of Raps is taken off of the board. Lobin showing that he's not just the pilot of a Twitch drone, but also the pilot of that 417. Lukid will tackle the back bar as it's been opened up, and now the Selmas will give even more visibility for W7M to look into the bomb site. A nice vault over from Hashi will catch Lobin rotating towards blue. Volps losing a lot of HP to Hashi in a very similar spot. Dash from above. He'll engage, but the soft wall next to him will leave him worse for wear. Now it's Volps to come head-to-head with Mitrix. If he can't shoot back, you might as well put him on the clash. Every single player from W7M finding themselves on the wrong side of a gunfight. And now it's Mitrix harassing Volps with Lukid grabbing what remains. At this point, very good value from the drone, and the Vigil will cloak but for a second. Still spotted by W7M. Knowing that there's 2 players inside of this room, The guns for W7M will do the job. They lose Loban. Dodez is now down 2, and the jump out from Raps will secure what was started. Hashi wrapping around, and he catches multiple players off guard. How does Dots win that one? The adrenal surge, giving him a bit of staying power. Raps on 4 HP, and the round might hinge on Mitrix. That is not music to the ears of these Fluxo players and the fans of the Flux. Another adrenal surge will go, and the almost dead Dots is back to decently healthy. The Soulless of Raps in a position, but Dots somehow puzzlingly loses that fight. He probably shouldn't have, and with 4 HP, Raps is very lucky to walk away from that one still alive. 20 seconds left, and where will Dash go? Is this going to be a straight assault onto the office door? Diffuser surrendered. Bomb site miles away in the vault in. He's taken down. Adrenal surge to pick himself back up, but Raps finishes the job. One more round, and Fluxo.
He clearly had intel. I'm sure we'll see it here in the replays. Seemingly knew where the Soulless of Raps was at. Raps was on 4 health. Here's the first whiff coming out, unfortunate from Hashi, and then this one is pre-firing the angle. Any single bullet would have done it, but they all missed, and Raps is able to find the last couple of kills.
Under it because well, you can't see through it, right?
Yeah.
This is a puzzling situation to be in for W7M, and Fluxo have really pulled it out. They lose one. Dodez strikes back. Seen this through teams time and time again, where if you've got a shield that you need to play and somebody's not performing, throw that player on it. Volps eliminates Raps, and if you can get a big round from Volps, it really doesn't matter what the rest of this team does, because W7M will simply overpower you with one player doing all the work.
How do they stop a plant right now? Dots in the site in a plant position at the moment. They've got firebolts to root out some of these flanks, but it didn't actually work. Hashi coming from behind could be exactly what they need, but he misfires. He gets the denial anyways, but he all goes down. W7M find all of the...
I got a chance to speak with Loban at the start of the stage in their second game, and he is a player that expects their team to do so much more than what they showed today. This was an unpredictable, untested situation, so of course getting a win regardless, not letting yourselves get ahead of yourselves, being able to close out that win is very important, but they just know that they have they're a way higher caliber team. So of course, when you're setting them up to play against a team like Keystars, which can determine if they're going to be in that top 3, that top 2, I mean, W7M needs to go on a win streak and win the next 2 games if they want a chance to pass E1 and get that top 2 spot. So to get that much closer to playoffs, it's very important for W7M to work on that consistency. As long as they're able to close it out, then that's, I mean, the starting steps, right?
Right, and indeed, and I mean, I said, you know, you can't rely on Volps to win every single game for you, but maybe you can. I mean, a 20-5 coming off of this map is a ridiculous scoreline to drop. I mean, in Brazil, it's a ridiculous scoreline to drop, and an EPS of 179. Just a dumb performance. The thing that I worry about is just W7M in its current iteration. Obviously, we know that the team, I think Intero mentioned it, is kind of built around Volps, right? A lot of effort put into making Volps the star player and making a roster that would work well with him. But do they have the depth of talent as a roster to succeed if Volps kind of does a bit of a reversal?